Between online learning and working from home, everybody needs a steady internet connection to get through this health emergency. But one family south of the valley forced to leave home to get a signal. Investigator Courtney Holmes talking to them and their provider.
Welcome to Denny's in Casa Grande, home of the best Wi-Fi in town, according to Ruth Schurslick.
We tried to go to the library. It's closed. We parked outside, but the signal was too weak. We drove to the Holiday Inn Express, and they required a password.
She ended up right here in the Denny's parking lot.
We drove around the building, and he told me where the signal was strongest, and this is the spot.
Ruth and her son Matthew,
I call it my office at Denny's.
spend hours in the car,
He sits up in the back.
taking advantage of the strong Wi-Fi. Her doing conference calls at the university where she teaches,
I have to be able to connect with my students.
and music major Matthew using Zoom for his guitar lessons. Because the high-speed internet at their home in Arizona City,
That's just not fast enough for me to do my job.
Ruth, who was already working from home, says since everybody else started to, her 4.5 megabits per second download speed has turned.
The 1.2, I do speed tests to check.
Email shows she's gone back and forth with CenturyLink about it, with representatives promising to send a supervisor and engineer to check it out. Still no change.
They say they have to preserve bandwidth for customers, and I'm a customer. Preserve it for me.
CenturyLink would not acknowledge a slowdown. Instead, a spokesperson told ABC 15 they are sympathetic, but she has the fastest speed available in her area. For now, Ruth and Matthew are spending their days driving to Denny's, hoping for more megabits per second before the heat comes.
That's all I need just to keep my job, and so my son can get an education, and we're paying for that.
In Casa Grande, Courtney Holmes, ABC 15, Arizona.